If I look very fancy today, it's because I'm about to go out for lunch with my family, not because this is how I usually look when I'm lazing around on a Sunday. So today I'm supposed to talk about travel, and I'm going to talk about favourite places that I've been and also places that I really want to go that I haven't been to yet. Favourite place that I've been number one is probably New York. I went there as a trip for my 18th birthday in 2010, and it was weird because it didn't really feel like we were actually there at any point. Like, you see the skyline and it's like weird to think that you're actually in New York. It's weird. We went up the Rockefeller building, we saw 2 Broadway musicals, we walked across the Brooklyn Bridge, we walked to Central Park, we went on the Staten Island ferry. That was a lot of fun. We went on a boat tour around Manhattan Island, but my dad forgot to put the battery in the camera, so yeah, New York was really great, and I definitely want to go back there at some point in the future. Second favourite place I've travelled to is possibly Florida, Orlando, Florida. I've been 9 times? I want to say 9 times. I would go every year if I could afford to. If I had it my way, I would go every year because I just never ever get tired of it. It's so much fun. There's always a new ride or a new restaurant, or it's just something new to see or do or eat. And it's just, the weather's always warm and everyone's always so happy, except when it gets like too hot and everyone gets really crazy. Next on my list is Australia. I've got some family in Australia, so we went over to see them for a couple of weeks quite a few years ago now, and it was really fun. They had a swimming pool, so that was nice. We went to this island off the coast of Brisbane, and we went quad biking and sand tobogganing, and we had a nice little villa, and I found a giant beetle under my pillow. It was horrendous. I don't know how I slept. And there was also, like, I think it was a deadly spider just chilling out the back door of our little villa. But other than that, I really didn't see anything too scary. A few cockroaches. We also went on my auntie and uncle's boat over to different islands, which are actually quite a famous place for shark attacks. But I wasn't attacked by a shark while I was there. While I was in Australia, I fed a wallaby and an elephant at Australia Zoo, which is Steve Irwin Zoo, and I saw Steve Irwin there the year he died, actually, which is quite morbid. But yeah, he did some crocodile stunts. That was really fun. Other than that, we kind of just hung out in the general Brisbane area. I would like to go back to Australia and see more of it. I'd like to see Sydney, I'd like to see Ayers Rock, and just kind of some of the outback, even though the outback kind of scares me because of that TV show from when I was young called Jeopardy, which is where those students got stuck in the outback and then there was an alien invasion, and I never really saw the end, so I don't know what happened to them. So yeah, they're my top 3 places that I've been, places I would like to go. The list is pretty endless. China, I really want to go to China. I want to see the Great Wall, and I want to see kind of some of the big cities like Beijing and Shanghai, but also kind of like old China, I guess I would call it, just kind of like the history of it, and also the food. Ugh. Japan, for similar reasons. I really want to go to Tokyo. And I also kind of want to see some like old Japan, some like the smaller cities with like the fancy architecture, and again, the food. Instead, I don't like sushi, so that might be a problem. I also want to go to Thailand. I don't even like beaches that much, but I would like to see some of their beaches, and again, food. I really want to do my dream trip across America, which would be New York, Chicago, San Francisco, LA. That's the dream. That's the dream. But there's so much in America that I want to see. I want to see the Grand Canyon, and I want to see Niagara Falls, Washington DC. I want to see like most of the big cities in America, and I also want to go to Canada. I want to see Toronto really badly. Vancouver, I really like to go to Vancouver. I really want to see a lot of European capitals. I've never been to Italy. I've never been really to France. I really want to go to Paris. That's really the first place I want to go when I get a job. I want to go to Amsterdam, I want to go to Brussels, I want to go to like Zurich and Prague and Oslo and Stockholm. The list of European capitals that I want to go to is quite long. I'd also kind of like to go on an African safari of some kind. I'd also quite like to climb Kilimanjaro. That's probably beyond my capabilities. South Africa, I quite like to see. South America, I'd quite like to see. I'd like to go to Brazil, I'd like to go to Rio. I'd like to see Machu Picchu. Quite like to see Buenos Aires. I'm not really interested in the Caribbean so much because I don't feel like they've got that much to offer other than nice beaches. Oh, I'd also quite like to go to New Zealand. There's a place in New Zealand called Cathedral Cove, which is where they filmed part of one of the Chronicles of Narnia films, and it's just so pretty, and I really want to go there. And that's probably enough, and that's pretty much the entire world covered. Pretty much anywhere that I've not been, I would quite like to go. I am going out for lunch now, so I'm excited to watch all your travel videos, and I will see you next week. Bye!